If you've been thinking about how to buy before selling your house, you've probably wondered, is there actually a safe way to do this? Or am I taking on too much risk? Especially if you're in that stage of downsizing after 55, planning your next chapter, or even thinking about moving to Lakeland, Florida, because most people assume buying first is complicated. But the truth is, it's only complicated when you don't have a clear plan. And today I'm going to walk you through a simple buying before selling home strategy that most homeowners are never shown. Hi, I'm Melinda. I help homeowners who are downsizing, relocating, or planning their next move without feeling rushed, overwhelmed, or financially stretched, especially if you're relocating to Florida or another area. In the last video, we talked about the biggest risk of deciding whether to sell first or buy first and how to avoid it. Now let's walk through how to actually do this, step by step, in a way that feels structured and manageable. Before we get into the steps, let's talk about why this feels so hard, because most people try to do everything at once. They start looking at homes, they think about selling, they worry about timing, and that creates confusion fast. So instead of moving forward, they pause and stay stuck longer than they want. But there's a much simpler way to approach this, and it starts with doing things in the right order. The first step has nothing to do with looking at houses. It's understanding your numbers. You need to know what your home is likely to sell for, what your net proceeds will be, what price range feels comfortable for your next home. Not guessing, not based on what you hope happens, but based on real data and current market conditions. Because once you have this, everything else becomes clearer. And here's where most people get this wrong. They skip this step and jump straight into house hunting, which feels exciting at first, but leads to uncertainty later. And we're going to avoid that. Now that you understand your numbers, the next step is building your downsizing strategy. This is where you decide how you want this process to feel. Do you want more flexibility and less pressure, or a more structured, timeline-based approach? There are different ways to approach buy before you sell home scenarios, and the right one depends on your situation. This is where things like financial flexibility, comfort with timing, and your long-term goals start to shape your plan. Quick question: what would be your top concern, financial flexibility or timing? Leave a comment below, because this isn't just about buying and selling. It's about creating a move that supports your lifestyle. Here's the step most people underestimate before you buy. You should already be preparing your current home to sell. That doesn't mean listing it yet, but it does mean decluttering, taking care of small updates, understanding how it will be positioned in the market. This is a key part of downsizing move planning, because when the time comes, you're ready. You're not rushing, and you're not trying to do everything all at once. This one step alone reduces a lot of stress later. But there's still one piece that makes or breaks this entire process, and that's timing. This is where awareness matters. If this video helps, feel free to like or hit the notification bell so these videos show up when you need them. Remember, you don't need to rush before buying, but you do need to be paying attention to what's happening with inventory, pricing trends, how quickly homes are selling, because this helps you recognize the right opportunity when it shows up. And here's something most people don't realize: the right home doesn't always show up when you expect it. So when it does, you want to be ready to act with confidence, not hesitation. Now everything comes together. You understand your numbers. You have a strategy. Your home is prepared. You've been watching the market. Now you're ready to move forward. And this is where how to downsize your home in buying first starts to feel different. It's no longer overwhelming. It feels structured, calm, intentional. Because you're not reacting, you're following a plan you already built. If you're thinking about downsizing and trying to figure out how to buy before selling your house, the goal isn't to rush into the market. It's to have a plan that gives you clarity first, because once you have that, everything else becomes easier. And in the next video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to time buying and selling at the same time, so you don't feel rushed and you don't feel stuck between two homes. You can also look at my previous video for additional information.